Hello YouTubers, this is a sort of a test. I don't know how much you can see, but I've got my new camera. It's a Gopro Hero5 which is strapped to my head. I don't know if you can see it, it's on hands-free, and it has a voice command as well. I've had a few complaints. I haven't done many HGV videos lately, and the reason is I spend most of my time on motorways at night, and there's not a great deal for me to film at night on motorways. But it is a little short film. It's sort of more of a test on my camera, and the bane of my life is motorway closures at night. As you can see, I should be on a motorway, but I'm following a diversion. It's freezing out. All the roads have been gritted and all my mirrors are covered in muck. Windscreen I can barely see out of. Everything looks blooming awful. But today, boys and girls, we're following the squares for M1 South. And I'm going to, well, I'm leaving Daventry. I've just picked up a load from Daventry. I was supposed to leave at midnight, and it's 3 o'clock, so I'm 3 hours late and on a diversion as well, so I'm going to be a little bit later. Oh, there's a square. We're going through the square window. Woohoo! I wish I could see in these mirrors. I clean them and then they just salt up straight away. Oh, I've got a main beam. Might be able to see something. Whenever I film at night with my other camera, it looks like I haven't got any lights on. We'll see how it looks on this camera with the GoPro. It's got voice commands, don't you know? I'm all posh now. Whereas my other camera, I set it up so it's hands-free, but I had to press record and stop recording. It's the only thing I had to do. With this, I can do it all by voice. Have to learn to speak English to do it. Rather annoying me as well, I was going to stop at services to get myself a coffee. The diversion is only taking me round the bleeding services, isn't it? That's that plan gone out window. As previously before, we're on the square window today. The excitement that is trucking at night. Yeah, lots of people say, oh, at least when you're driving at night there's no traffic. No, there's no traffic, but there's no motorways either because they're all shut. You can't blame them. Obviously they've got to maintain them, and they do it at the quiet periods at night time. It gets really fun. What has happened to me before now is you get a diversion, and then you get diverted off of the diversion because of an accident or something, and then you've got no diversion signs, and that really gets interesting. I had one going up the I don't know where it was. I remember I was up north somewhere on a motorway, and the motorway was closed, following the diversion signs, and then there's a police car across the road telling us all turn right. So I turned right and I clocked a low bridge as I turned, but I was alright. I'm 13.3, well I'm 13.1, but I always go 13.3, play it safe. The bridge was something like 13.9, something like that, so I clocked that, 13.9, I'm good. Got to the bridge and there must have been about 5 or 6 double-deckers all sat by the bridge, all shrugging their shoulders, looking at it like, what do we do now? And the police had obviously sent them down there, and they couldn't get underneath the bridge. as far as I can remember, I hadn't passed the junction for quite a while as well, so much reversing I predict on that situation there. But yeah, sometimes you get diverted off of the blooming diversion. Always interesting. I've no idea whether this is actually going to make it to YouTube or not, because I'll probably look at it back and think, oh my god, you can't see anything and he's rambling on. Rambling on, wobbling around, trying to stay awake. Muddling my way through the diversion. Yeah, so I remember another time I had to go somewhere. I needed 3 motorways to get there, and all 3 motorways were closed, having work done on them. It takes a bit longer to get there when you can't go down the motorways. I was a little bit late. And you turn up at the goods in office, you're late. Yeah, I know. I figured that bit out myself. I need my coffee fix. I never ever used to drink coffee until I started driving lorries. I'm a tea person. I like my cup of tea. But ever since I've been working nights, I drink tons of the stuff. They say it's good for cancer, so I should never ever get cancer if that's true. I've heard reports it does something. If I do get cancer, I'm going to ask for my money back. The square windows are telling us to go straight ahead. Signs for the M1 now, so better luck. We'll be back on it soon. But this is driving at night. The excitement, the adrenaline rush. Well, sort of. The coffee rush. Here we go, ladies and gentlemen, we are heading back. We've done a lovely little detour from Daventry, down the A5, onto the A45. Now we're back on the motorway, at last. Still can't see it in that mirror. Ooh. We're on the motorway, we can only do 50 mph. At least we're heading in the right direction again. National speed limit. We can crack on. So this is driving at night in a lorry. difference is I've switched the radio off, because if I have the radio on, YouTube cuts the sounds to my videos due to copyright law and all the rest of it. You might notice a bit on my earlier videos, I think a day in the life of UK truck drivers, some of them have no volume. And that is because there was a song playing on the radio and YouTube has decided that it's copyright, so they've cut the sound. Just marvellous. So now every time I hit the record button or I speak to my camera to tell it to start recording, I've got to switch the radio off. So yes, we're heading down the M1. Then we're going to head across to Bicester. I think it's the A40 something. The A43. Heading down the A43, and then we're heading down the A34, and then we're going on the A303 in a westerly direction. Heading west on the A303 to Andover. I do know where I'm going, really. So we're heading south and then we're heading west. I do sort of know my way around the country a little bit. Just a little bit. I hear you knocking when you can come in. Hola. Just blasted. It's all the grit and gritting. Ooh, it's going to take some cleaning. Oh, we're only 2 hours late. We're here. I've got a bit cooler from me reversing in. Never mind. We will have it. Go on, don't do the bouncy thing. Yes, we will have it. Oh, I have gone screw-off again. My truck's plastered and I can't see anything. Should be about right. Yes. I unscrew-whiffed it. There we go. Right. So I'll get my ear chewed now for being 2 hours late. Oh, my light's turned red though. Well, we're back out on the 303 and I've got a plan for the next one. Should have been there for 5, it's now 7:04. If I sneaky in, they might not notice. That's the plan. Just sneak up on them. Yeah, that's how dirty it is today. Hello! I can see! Ow. We'll be in a minute. Come on, I'll shut nicely. There we go. I'm glad to see I don't look like a knob at all with this thing on my head. Yes, it's looking good. Soon everyone will be carrying GoPro 5s on their bunts like me, because they're professional. Yes, and this morning it's daylight. It is daylight. We've gone all night. I'm probably going to go most of the day. Come on, get in there. We're nice, we're clean, we can see in our mirrors. Come on, we'll do the bottom one and all. Yes. I can see what I've hit now. Lovely job. There we go. I don't know if you can see that. 1 hour 42. Right, let's fire the girl up. Off the bay, got a green light. Walkies with me now. Really should wear gloves when you do the doors. Covered in cack. Keep forgetting. There we go, the door's done. Right, we're out of here. It's daytime now. There you go, we can see what the truck looks like in daylight now. We're heading back. Right lane. 303 again. Damn you lights. So we're going A303 up the A34 to the M40, up the M40, M42 to the M6, up the M6 off at junction, I think it's 10, M54 onto the A5 through Shrewsbury. I might be picking something up at Shrewsbury and then to Oswestry. It's a good 4-hour drive. It's just confusing. B on the A303, there it is. I don't know this area that well. I have to concentrate on the lanes. There we go. We're on our way. There's a bit of a wash, I think. We need a bit more visibility. Everything's getting plastered today. So it'll be interesting to see when I get home how this video pans out. First time I've used this camera. See what the video quality is like. And I've tried strapping a camera to my head before and it didn't work because it was too... I kept moving my head too quickly. This one, this Hero5 Black, it's an action camera and it's got a video stabilisation thing in it as well, so might be a bit better. The one I had strapped to my head before was a cheap one, so I had it on my motorbike travelling, like trying for scrambler videos. We got a lot of wind noise off of it as well, and there was absolutely nothing I could do to stop the wind noise when I was on the motorbike. So we'll see if this is better for wind noise as well. I'll have to take it out on the motorbike at some point. I haven't been on my motorbike for a while. I haven't had time. It's been on its stand with its wheels up in the air having a good rest. Ah, coffee run. I can feel a cup of coffee coming on. Tank. midnight. I've got to get the coffee in. Doing Tot Hill services on the A34, just below Newbury. Or just below about 8 miles from the M4, something like that. The only trouble with these services, the HGV car park is a little bit tiny. There's not much room for lorries. There is one further down near the M3, but I didn't go past that one. That's much better for parking. It's looking all right. There is the room. We have the room. I'll get myself a coffee to go. Now, because I've got a fridge, I try and avoid people who are sleeping. Is that Sharp's asleep? No, I can see him in the window. He's not asleep. I don't want to wake anybody up. He's got a coffee as well. He's got the same idea as me. There we go. Right, up. There we go. Time for coffee. There we go. Back on the motorway network at last. At the top end of the A34, coming onto the M4A. Yes, you can chug along nicely now. Up to the speed limiter and set the cruise control. M6 now, we're hitting the traffic just as you start to feel tired as well. I've been going, I started at midnight, it's now midday. So I've driven most of the night. I've only got a couple more hours of bloody daylight left without it's going dark again. I have to do the old, I have to keep stopping, topping up with coffee. What I tend to do like 2 hour drive in, have a 15-minute break, get some fresh air and walk around, wake myself up a bit more. Another 2 hours and then have me half hour. Some people do like 4 hours and have 45 minutes, but I don't think I could manage. Not on nights. It's the best I can do to keep myself on the road and stop myself going up the embankment. I try my best to leave the cars alone and the embankment alone anyway. Yes, for those of you thinking of coming into lorry driving, welcome to the M6 car park. It's got a sign there, but we can't go over 40. We're doing 10. I don't think we're going to get any speeding tickets today. Well, I'm on a home turf now. trucks. About an hour and it'll start going dark. It goes since midnight. I should just about make it home. It's 2:30 now. End of a long day. Right, I'm not sure how much battery's left on this thing. I know it's starting to go flat. So I should say thank you for watching, and I shall try and post another video soon, depending on whether this one's been successful or not. I hope it is. Spent a lot of money on this camera. Go. Right, toodaloo, until next time, bye bye.